Okay, guys, this is my last try. Okay, we're gonna try to bring on Mr. Either Ryan Hoover or Mr. Ethan Geffen here. Let's see if this is gonna work. If it's not, guys, I'll be done for the day. You know, this takes up a lot of work. One of the things I used to do, a lot of time, I should say. What I used to do, I used to write a lot of articles. There he is, right here. I used to write a lot of articles and everything. So this, by doing this, it really kind of stopped me from writing so much. Ethan, man, I see you. I see you. How are you?
Finally. I'm sorry, brother. That
That's
took a
okay,
while.
man. It's all good. It's all good. You know, hey, I'm trying to get up on this technology myself. you know, there's
You're doing a great job.
yeah, it takes a while. It takes a while to, to get up on it. I want you to, talk a little bit to some of your guests here, some of the people who are going to be watching this video. And, people sign on now, but, a lot of people will get this thing will get shared and shared and shared and hundreds of views. So I just want you to know that. But, I don't know a lot about you, Ethan. The first question, though, I have to ask you, are you in the kin of David Geffen?
No, I think if I was related to him, I wouldn't be fighting. I'd be somewhere else. Well,
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, if I were you, Ethan, I would have said, yeah. I said, yeah, he's my first cousin. or he's my dad and my brother. I mean,
well,
I
yeah.
think,
If he's watching right now, tell him. I think we are related.
yeah, we would tell him that he has a long lost cousin or friend or son or something like that, and and he's a fighter, and he needs it, and you need his support. So we will. Hey, David,
Exactly.
hey, look, David, I know you're watching us right now. So look, we got your son right now is going to be fighting in October for the IKF Welterweight Championship. We need you to come on down to Myrtle Beach at the Crown Reef Conference Center, right? And see if he can take this title away from Mr. Luis Morales.
Tell him he doesn't have to come. Just tell him to send me some money, and we're good.
Oh man, that'll be awesome. Ethan, tell us a little bit about your journey here and what have you been doing in the sport?
Well, as soon as I found a Muay Thai gym out in Queens, where I'm from, Queens, New York, I fell in love right away,
Right.
and it's what I wanted to do as soon as I stepped in the gym. And I've been fighting all the best fighters from New York. In New York, we have a pretty good Muay Thai scene, and over here, I've been fighting all the best fighters here. And
Mhm.
now, since it's hard for me to get fights here now, I've been trying to go out of state to get fights.
So are you trying to tell me that you've already beat up everybody over there? Is that what you're saying? Hey, look, I'm starting something, man. I'm starting something. You're trying let me translate that for Ethan. What he's really saying is, I have pretty much beaten up everybody in the state of New York and in that area. So now I have to go out and look for new food to eat. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying, Mo. I'm saying that New York has a great bunch of fighters, and I fought them, and now I'm ready to conquer the next challenge.
Right, right. Well, I think that you've jumped into the right tournament, right? Because we certainly have some great challenges for you. And I think that everybody in this tournament, the great thing about this tournament, everybody in here can win, right? Lewis is very good. Don't get me wrong. He's coming to hold on to it. But anybody can win this. All of you guys have the ability to win. I mean, very talented, a lot of experience. Look here. So, Ethan, so you have you were the 2018 IKF 147-pound champion. Was that at the World Classic?
Yeah, that's where I met you, actually.
Right. Now, interesting enough, that brings me, I saw a little chatter going on
Yeah.
online. Hey, tell me a little bit about that, man.
So I really don't like to get involved with that stuff.
Right.
I'm more into the traditional side of martial arts. I like to do respect. After my first couple fights in the tournament, I bowed out to my opponent. Me and Brandon Rivers, he's a very good fighter over there too. We had a whole bunch of respect going on, but everybody's friendly in your face, but then once they go home and they go online, everybody's a little different. So it is what it is. It just gave me more motivation, honestly. Now I'm ready to train harder than ever, and if you're gonna underestimate me, you're gonna have a problem.
Well, dude was saying, I can't remember his name. I do know him though. I know him because I used to live in California. But he was saying that, man, he almost beat you. I don't know what that almost beat you mean. Hey, but your answer was just legendary. The answer that you gave him, you
Thank
can't
you.
argue that. You know, I mean,
Yeah,
the guys you
that's what.
fought had, yeah, the guys you fought had all this experience, and the guys he fought had less, and then you were kind of burnt. I mean, that was a great answer, and I know the guy; he's a good guy overall. But that was a really good answer. How did you come up? Did you have to think about that, or that was just one of those street pot shots?
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I knew that I didn't want to get into a Facebook war.
Right,
I knew that's not what I wanted to do. So, I
right.
wanted to nip it in the butt right there and then, and just say my 2 cents, and get out of there.
Well, in 2016, you also was the WKA 140-pound champion. Where did you win that title?
I won that it was actually held in New York, that WK tournament. It was 2016 over here at one of the colleges they held it at.
Right, right, right. How was that a pretty good event for you? How many fights did you have in that tournament?
So that tournament, there's a weird story about that. There was a lot of mishaps in that tournament. I actually only got to fight once, and yeah, I only fought once. But the guy I fought was actually at the time the best fighter in the 140 division, so it
Right.
was a tough fight. It was a good fight, so I'm happy I got to fight him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Johnny Davis live here on a beautiful Friday afternoon, and we're speaking to the IKF welterweight contender, Mr. Ethan Geffen. Guys, this guy's really good. He's won a lot of titles. He's done some great things in the sport of Muay Thai kickboxing. Tell us a little bit about ring sport Muay Thai in Queens, New York right now.
That's my gym that I train at. My head trainer is Eric Ruiz. He was a professional fighter himself, professional Muay Thai fighter. Had a bunch of amateur fights, fought stand-up, Muay Thai, kickboxing, MMA. So that's where I'm training at. It's my home. I've been here since I first started. Actually, I had no martial arts experience getting into Muay Thai,
Wow.
and so I'm pretty much a homegrown champion. And I started with him, and I'm still here.
Well, you know, one of the things that I noticed about you, man, you got abs for days. Let me tell you something. When I was fighting, now don't get me wrong, when I was in great shape, I had some abs. I was proud of my abs. But your abs look way better than my abs, even when I was a world champion. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? What do you go out and get a washboard and just do stuff like
Well,
this? I mean, that's just
Johnny,
crazy. Talk, talk
I'll,
to.
tra- I'll, tra- I'll trade these abs for that world champion belt you have any day, brother. I got you.
Okay.
All day.
Well,
But
tell us some of the things you do for your abs, man. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of the young fighters would love to hear what in the world are you doing?
so I played sports all my life pretty much. My dad put me into sports since I was 5 years old.
Mm,
So there really hasn't been a week or a day or that I haven't worked out or something like that. I'm
right.
pretty much since young I've been working out, any kind of workout too. So, and I think it's a little bit of genetics too. I can't take all the credit. So that helps.
Right. Well, you said you've been an athlete all your life. You played basketball, football, baseball. I remember when I wrote the introduction on you, I was thinking when I was writing that, this guy has it all. He's one of those guys in school that played basketball, football, volleyball, anything they touched, they were so good. They had all the ladies, and I was the little guy that was just sitting back, just looking, saying, oh my God, look at this guy, he's so great, people not. I go and ask them to go to the prom. No, I'm going with Ethan. I don't like you already. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Tell me about, you've done a lot of those sports. Did you excel pretty good in those sports?
Yeah, I excelled a lot. I could have, in my mind, I could have took it to the next level. But at that
Mhm.
time, I didn't have the drive. I didn't have the work ethic.
Right.
Like you said, once you get to high school, you kind of want to be cool. You kind of want to chase the girls. So that kind of took over my mental space at that time. And then once high school was over, and I realized I couldn't take it to the next level, you realize like you're gonna miss this. So then I try to get into martial arts, and now I'm taking it serious. Like it's just a different level because you understand the work that's put in. When you're in high school, you can't really truly understand it.
Right.
the amount of
You
work that
know,
goes into it.
I noticed something that you said in a little piece that, I saw somewhere, that you said that Muay Thai saved your life. Now, when I read something like that, that tells me that perhaps there were some hard times, there were some difficulties, there was some maybe going in the wrong direction. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so after I graduated high school, I was a little lost. Didn't really know. I was just coming off of appendix surgery, and I was like 130 pounds soaking wet. And then
Oh,
coming from being an athlete your whole life, and you look in the mirror and you're like this scrawny skin and bones, you're not doing the right thing, involved with the wrong people, and you know, you just look in the mirror and one day you have to make a change. You tell yourself, today's the day. And then from that moment on, as soon as I walked into the gym, I'm like, from this moment on, I'm gonna make a change and I'm gonna dedicate myself to this.
what would be your message to young people today about who are going through that? We have a lot of people going through a lot of difficulties. We have suicides. They're up. With a lot of youth who seem to maybe get in that same situation where they feel a little lost and they want to give up. What would be your advice to them?
If you are in a dark space or you're lost a little, try to find a passion. Because without a passion, without a road, life is pretty much empty. So once you have something you work towards and drive towards, it'll make worth life a lot more worth living.
Well, you're coming here in October 6th, to fight for the certified IKF United States championship there. Got a tough division. What would it mean to you based on all of the things that you've gone through, how you say that Muay Thai saved your life? How would this feel for you to win this title?
It would mean a lot to me. I work hard and I pride myself in my work ethic, and I just want to show people that anything is possible through hard work. I know a lot of people are counting me out already. They already think Lewis is a favorite, but I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people are gonna be surprised, and I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Well, Lewis is the favorite because he's the champion.
But you know, I know how everybody's very prideful in their fight, especially after seeing that post down in Florida. Everybody's kind of talking already, so it is
No,
what it is.
I will tell you this right here, Ethan. Again, I was a two-time world champion fighter, so my perspective on the game is so different than most promoters out there. You can believe that, right? You know what? It's all about when you get in that squared circle, right? It's all
Yep.
about what you do that night. Then it ain't no matter. Oh, I was having a bad night. Oh, my girlfriend quit me. Oh, this. It doesn't matter. It's all about what happens that night. And all four of you guys have the ability to go in there and win this fight. And Lewis knows that. He knows. It ain't like just entering a tournament where you can get whatever, right? Every one of you know exactly who you're going for. You know exactly what you're up against. And that is what makes the difference about this tournament. And the fact that you are here, and they are not, the naysayers out there running their mouth, that's the difference right there, right? A lot of people just talk the talk. They don't walk it. You're walking it.
100%.
And that's what you need to keep in mind. So listen, I think that it's going to be an awesome event for you. I think that your gym is very proud of you. I can tell you that. I saw a couple of comments. Somebody came up and said a couple of things. What would be your final words to those people who maybe the doubters, or in particular, we're not going to worry about them. Let's talk about those people who are supporting you, who have supported you to get to where you are today. What would be your final words to them as you really going into some deep training for this event?
I would just say thank you for all the support, and this is just the beginning. There's plenty more to come after this, and just sit back and enjoy the show.
Well, I tell you what, if you do walk out champion, just like anybody who walks out, we would love for them to be our champion. That's when the perks start. As I told you, we treat our champions. Yeah, we treat our champions good, but you got to earn it, and stuff like that. So I'm very, very thankful for you to be able to stick around for us today, Ethan, and come back on the show. And I'll make sure that next time I run across David Geffen, I'll let him know I'll let him know that I talked to you and that he needs to step forward and don't be a deadbeat dad, right? And all. And listen, guys, thanks so much, Ethan, for coming on the show. We're looking forward to see you in October in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for the IKF East Coast Classic, where he'll be challenging for the IKF Welterweight Championship, guys. Thanks again, Mr. Ethan Geffen. We'll talk to you soon, buddy.
Thanks for having me on, Johnny. Thank you,
All right, buddy.
Thanks for having me on.
All right, good luck. Thank you. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. Again, Johnny Davis live right here on this Friday afternoon. We were just speaking with top contender, Mr. Ethan Geffen there, who's going to be challenging for the IKF or Welterweight Championship in October. Listen, we're trying to do our thing here. We're having a lot of fun. We hope you guys are going to continue to tune into us each week as we bring you news about kickboxing. We have so many things we're going to be talking about. And again, big subject that's coming up is ethics. So we're definitely going to talk about that. I think that's a huge thing that we need to support and also up comments. Once again, thanks so much for joining me today. This is Johnny Davis Live, and I'm checking out.